We're making an easy peasy lemon garlic asparagus side dish. It comes together super quickly in the pan. Let's get started. Hey, I'm Laura, and on this channel, I share lots of family-friendly recipes, school lunches, and how to cook videos, all simple, under 5 minutes. So if that's your jam, hit that red subscribe button. We cook together a few times a week. So a lot of people want to know if they should soak the asparagus before cooking them in a pan. I don't do that. Here I'm starting out with clean and trimmed asparagus, and I'll show you how to do that in another video, but I want them nice and dry so they're crisp when I cook them. So you want to start out with a hot pan so you can melt your butter. Butter is the base of this little bit of lemon garlic sauce for the asparagus. Of course, you could use olive oil, but garlic butter goes together so well. So let's melt that. Now you're melting it just enough so you can toast your garlic, okay? I've minced this garlic. If you hate chopping it, I have a video, I'll link below too, of how to chop minced garlic real quick. So I'm gonna add that minced garlic to the pan, let the butter finish off melting. I don't wanna brown the butter, I just wanna brown the garlic. All you need is about 30 seconds or so. Once it starts to smell like garlic bread, essentially, minus the bread, that's when you know you can move on to the next step in this recipe, which for us, it's gonna be to take our asparagus and add them right into the pan. Now my heat is on medium-high here, and what makes the job easier are some kitchen tongs so you're not touching the asparagus once they get hot, but you wanna toss them around with that garlic butter so all these spares get covered. And now I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning right on top. I'm gonna bring the little zest out by adding some red pepper flakes. You can add as many or a little as you want. The recipe below is just your starting point. Toss them around in your pan to cover them with the seasonings and those pepper flakes. You want everyone to get equal love in the seasoning here. And once I've toasted this a little bit, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Of course, you can add all of it at the same time. Keep tossing it around. You wanna grab a pan that has a lid. If you don't, you could also use one of these universal lids, which is what I do. And we now have about 1/4 of a cup of water, which I'm going to pour in my pan and immediately cover it with the lid. I'm gonna reduce my heat to low. We're gonna let these asparagus simmer for 7 to 10 minutes. Now I know sometimes you get really skinny asparagus, other time you get a bunch and they're really thick. So the thicker ones obviously are gonna take a little longer. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean this up and come right back. All right guys, these are done. Let me show you. They are bright green. You know that these asparagus are ready because they bend, but they're not floppy, and that means that they're firm still. Of course, if you like them softer, you can cook them longer. So let's take them out and look at them up close. Now, what would lemon garlic be without our lemon? What I like to do is squeeze the lemon fresh right over the top when they're finished and still hot right off the pan. But if you want, you can also squeeze it in the pan. I just like to keep most of the lemon juice on top of them. They taste great. They're tender. I'm about to serve these with a lemon chicken and with garlic sauce. You're gonna want that recipe too. I'll leave it below for you. See you guys next time.